All right, good evening, Raider fans, and welcome to the Father Kenneth A. Bray Athletic Center here on the campus of Iolani School. Tonight, Iolani Live is proud to bring you live coverage of the Iolani Girls Water Polo Senior Night for the Varsity 1 team. I'm Nathan Hugh, and I have the pleasure of serving here as the Associate Dean of Students here at Iolani School. And I also have the pleasure of being joined by the head coach for the boys team, Coach Stephen Cho. Tonight's match features the visiting Les Jardin Bulldogs and our home Iolani Raiders. So Coach Stephen, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're super excited to have you here. So tonight is the senior night for our girls water polo team. And Stephen, Iolani Live was here hosting a live broadcast for the boys water polo senior night as well. So having coached through it, having gone through it, what do you think we'll expect with tonight's matchup?
You know, senior night is one of those special moments in a person's water polo career. You know, when you join the water polo team, you grow up, you know, seeing senior night after senior night, and you wonder, when is it going to be me up there?
Yeah,
and for a few of these girls, it's going to be their moment today. And I think we're going to have some great water polo and some great memories.
Awesome. Yeah, so tonight we do have 3 seniors on our Varsity 1 water polo team. Number 5, Erin Imai. Number 9, Maya Camp. And number 1A, Katie Weeking in goal. So we're super excited for them, and congratulations to all 3 of them on their accomplishments here at Iolani and for reaching your last 2 months here at the school. Stephen, you know, as you, kind of reflect on your time here as coach, what's it been like working here at Iolani with our students, and, kind of what have you learned, and what have been some lessons that you've taught our students here?
Definitely. I think, one thing that stands true time and time again, and I think it's, echoed throughout all of the school, is that, Iolani, here at Iolani, we're one team. Mm-hmm. And I think, through the 4 seasons that I've been coaching, that's been at the forefront of our philosophy and the way that our team and the boys have approached everything, whether it's in the pool or out of the pool. And so, yeah, definitely very grateful to be a part of such an awesome program, such an awesome community. And, excited to be commentating for the first time today here with you.
Yeah, it's a good reminder that sports here at Iolani are not just about, winning or losing. It's a lot more about learning skills outside of the classroom, how to be a good person, how to be a good teammate, how to work together with others. You can hear in the background, we're joined by the Iolani Pep Band tonight as well, under the direction of Taylor Ann Katase Brown and Jeremy Lowy. So we're super excited to have them with us. And like I said, I think, for these girls, I get to see them around campus, and for all of them, not just our seniors, it's really cool to see them, together as a team, right? Supporting each other in their classes.
Definitely.
Having lunch with each other, and getting to know each other more than just teammates, right, as friends. And I'm sure you've seen that on your team as well, yeah?
Of course.
Yeah.
I think one thing that's really special about Iolani is that, it's K through 12, and so a lot of these girls have grown up with each other and seen each other, just grow up throughout the years. So it's an extra special feeling for these seniors especially.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we're going to talk about strategy for a little bit since the game is going to get started soon. What do you like to see, in varsity water polo games versus maybe, younger students, or is there a certain type of counterattack offense, or, a 3-3 offense? What do you expect to see for tonight?
Of course, yeah. From a coaching perspective, I think there's 2 things that I always stress to the players at the beginning of the game. Number 1 is take care of the ball, and number 2 is have fun. And I think if you're doing those 2 things, it's a great recipe for some success.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're getting ready here. So for water polo, we have 4 7-minute quarters with 2 minutes of break between the first and second, third and fourth, and a 5-minute halftime. We start each quarter with a sprint off for the ball. And so we'll see our sprinters here. I can't see their numbers, but we're ready to go here at the Father Bray Athletic Center to start the first quarter. All right, looks like sprinting for the ball on the Iolani side, we have number 3, Kaya Pestana. On the Bulldog side, number 6, Sienna Seto. Iolani wins the sprint, and Capri starts with the ball at top. All right, they're going to work it down the 4-5 side and pass it into set, but ball's stolen there. So, Steven, there's a lot of rules in water polo, and we saw one whistle there. What does that mean?
Yeah, so a whistle oftentimes signals a foul, which is, when the ref is pointing a certain direction, that is the way that the ball is going.
All right.
And so there are a lot of nuances in water polo, and we'll try to explain them as best as we can as the game occurs.
Absolutely. So in goal, we have one of our seniors, Katie Weeking, and they're going to pass the ball down to number 3, Kaya. Number 4, Capri with the ball right now, and they're going to pass it to Mike and Andreev, who's going to take a shot. Good look there. The thing that I see on the Iolani side is they're doing some driving, looks like.
Definitely, yeah. It's great to get some movement on the perimeter to start off the quarter. I think that last possession was a good look for the Raiders, and they'll be happy to get more of those looks.
Absolutely. So after a turnover, it's back to Raiders ball. And they're going to work it down the 1-2 side again. And there's your movement right there, Coach Steven. All right, 4 seconds left on the shot clock here. We'll see what they do with that. Oh, they decide to dump it. So Les Jardins will come back with the ball. 5:17 left in the first quarter. A good look there. And it looks like Les Jardins has drawn an exclusion of number 5, one of our seniors, Aaron Imai. So we saw the regular foul earlier. What about an exclusion, Coach?
Yeah, so the exclusion is very similar to a power play in hockey where one of the defenders is excluded for the game, except in water polo it's only for 20 seconds. And so it gives the offensive team a great opportunity at an awesome shot.
All right. Well, luckily, Iolani was able to get out of that with no score. So they're going to come back here on offense, and they're now even 6-on-6. And a nice move there by Camp, one of our seniors. And a nice shot on goal as well, cross cage. Number 9, Maya Saul Camp, one of our 3 seniors tonight. And that gets the score to 1-0 in favor of the Raiders. 4:29 left in the first quarter. What'd you like from that play there, Steven?
Yeah, I think what we're seeing from the Raiders is a lot of ball movement and a lot of drives from the perimeter. That was a fantastic move by Maya. It's great as a senior to get your first goal on senior night. Hopefully there's many more to come. On the perimeter also, you guys might not have seen, but there were some other drives on the perimeter that could have probably been called ejections. So if the Raiders continue to move on the perimeter, I think they're going to make this a really fun game.
All right. A good defensive possession there by Iolani and a nice pass into set there by Les Jardins as well, but Raiders looking to counterattack here. They pass it into Camp in center, who draws a foul. And they'll reset the offense here. All right, there's another drive there you're talking about. That's number 2, Leah Hunsaker, one of the freshmen, passing back to another freshman, Miken, who takes a good shot on goal there. All right, Les Jardins back with the ball. And a good look into center, and they draw another exclusion. This time, number 4, Capri Matheson. So you can see here, Les Jardins is setting up a little bit different from their normal 3-3 offense, 3 people on the top, 3 people on the bottom. And that works out with a nice pass into post there. Number 4 on the goal, and that's Nora Dodson. What does that 4-2 strategy look like on the 6-on-5 there, Steven?
Yeah, basically that 4-2 setup is to try to get the ball into the middle of the goal, where we oftentimes say is the most dangerous place in the pool. And so in those 6-on-5s, you're trying to place your two most lethal shooters at the post spot to get those easy dunks that you just saw from Les Jardins.
Got it. Well, Iolani looking to retake the lead here. 2:57 left in the fourth quarter. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Let's see what they can do. Five seconds on the clock. Gonna have to work it. Good look there by Mike in cross cage. Just goes a little bit over the top.
Raiders are doing a really good job getting the ball down all the way to the 2 meters, getting their offense set up quickly.
Yeah, so on the opposite side of the pool, you can see the cones. The first cone closest to the goal is a 2-meter line, and there are some rules associated with that. And then there's a 5-meter cone and a 6-meter cone. Nice drop there on defense by the Raiders. And Katie Weeking there to scoop it up. You know, live commentating this, Stephen, it's amazing to see how much they swim in one game, huh?
Definitely. I do not miss it.
Six seconds left on the shot clock here. Have to get it live. And then they decide to dump it. All right, 1:48 left here in the first quarter. And yeah, I agree with you, Stephen. I think Iolani's been doing a really good job of using the whole pool that they have on offense, right? Getting all the way down to the 2 meters. You can see Les Jardins starting to set up their drives as well. And Iolani looks like on defense, they're also playing a drop into set. So usually, Coach Stephen, when they drop into set on defense, that means that the top perimeter players have to kind of split the offensive players, yeah?
Definitely, yeah. And usually as a defense, you want to run a drop when the other team has a strong center player. And so you want to prevent the shot from coming from the whole set right in front of the goal and hoping to get some shots from the outside, which are hopefully a little bit easier to block for the goalie.
Yeah, absolutely. So 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Score is still 1-1. It's a competitive game here, Stephen, and I'm really excited. You know, we've seen some really, really good offense, but I mean, score of 1-1 we've seen even better defense, right?
Definitely, defense wins games, and both sides are playing some great defense.
All right, looks like an offensive foul here on the top. So Raiders looking to capitalize on a turnover by the Bulldogs. A little bit more than a shot clock left. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 27 on the game clock. And Raiders will work it to the 4-5 side. Mike and Andreev drawing the foul there. All right, so we have 11 seconds left on the clock. Looks like this will be the last possession here in the first quarter for the Bulldogs. All right, 5 seconds there. And it looks like they're going to take a shot from half court. A strong lefty shooter. Just goes a little bit wide of the cage. So after the first quarter, our score is Les Jardins Bulldogs 1, Iolani Raiders 1. As we mentioned earlier tonight, tonight is senior night, and so that's why we're joined by the pep band here. But we're also going to read you some senior spotlights, and I'm going to go in order of cap number. So we're going to start with Katie Weeking. She is wearing cap number 1A and is one of 2 goalies on the varsity 1 team. So we asked Katie a few questions about her time here at Iolani and just reflecting on her time both as a water polo athlete and as a student. So we asked, Katie, what do you most love about playing water polo? And she responded that she loves coming to the pool and seeing her teammates be their fun selves every single day. She writes, "My teammates are all such wonderful people, and I can always count on them to bring their all, both in and out of the pool." Outside of water polo, I'm involved in the lower school community, and I have been for the last 2 years, working for the after-school program during the week when water polo isn't in season, and working for summer programs during the summer season. Being involved here at Iolani has helped me to realize my passion for teaching and actually pursue it in college. My favorite teacher will forever be Ms. Sarah Johnson because she has been such a constant and important support system for me throughout my high school years. Ms. Johnson is her history teacher. Even though I don't have her in class this year, we still keep in touch, and I always appreciate her role in my life. If I were to give a shout out to anyone, my shout out would go to my best friend Ashlyn for making it out to tonight's game. She actually flew in from Japan to be here, and so I'm very, very grateful that she was able to make it. When I am in college, I am looking forward to being a Beaver in the fall at Oregon State University. I will be majoring in elementary education with a focus in childhood behavioral psychology. Congratulations, Katie, and we're so glad that you are here celebrating with us on senior night in the goal. All right, so that was the first quarter, Stephen. Any thoughts or any reactions?
Yeah, great defense played by both sides. I am really enjoying watching the movement by the Raiders. Hopefully a quarter break will help give them a little bit of that energy back, and we can see some more movement and some more goals.
All right, excellent. So winning the sprint there again is Kaya Pestana for the Raiders, and they're going to hand it off to Capri, who's playing at point. Looks like the Bulldogs are playing some hard press out here, huh?
Definitely. And in those situations, that's exactly when you want to start driving and hopefully draw some kickouts.
It looks like we have an offensive foul here on the top. So it'll be Bulldogs ball. Coach, if you don't mind me asking, how does driving create ejections and kickouts?
Yeah, so, when you move, you force your defender to move with you. And as a coach, we say someone who's, just sitting on the top is not a threat. And so when you're moving, you're constantly a threat and making the defense react. And so if you get open, you're drawing a lot of attention to you and hopefully opening up either yourself or someone else for an awesome opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. So back here on offense, we have Kaya here working on the 1-2 side. And a drive by Aaron. They're going to pass it back to Capri at point. 9 seconds here on the shot clock, and they're going to pass it into center, where Maya Camp draws an ejection. The ejection is on number 4 for the Bulldogs, Nora Dodson. And we're going to see the Raiders set up their 4-2 offense that we mentioned in the first quarter. Oh, and a good shot off the shot block, actually, by number 4, Capri Matheson. It was funny, you cannot see it on the live stream, but Capri's face, I think she was a little surprised that she made that goal, but very, very grateful at the same time.
As a shooter, you'll take that every time. That is a bonus.
Yeah, so off the shot block, like we said, but it still counts here in water polo. So score is Iolani Raiders 2, Les Jardin Bulldogs 1, here with 5:39 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, and on that last possession, you saw the Raiders switch it up, actually. They went into a double post where they had 2 centers, just to switch it up and try to give Les Jardins a different look.
That was on the offensive possession before the kickout, yeah?
Correct.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, and a nice steal there by Maya Saul Camp, one of our 3 seniors. It's a great defense there in the passing lane. All right. Offensive foul here, and the Bulldogs will look to bring it back. Shot clock in water polo is 30 seconds. I feel like when I played water polo, it took me 30 seconds to swim all the way down the pool. But but with a 30-second shot clock, I mean, you can have probably about 20 seconds of some good offense after you set it up. Normal foul called on the 2-meter line. And it looks like there was a timeout called by Les Jardins?
No timeout call.
Oh,
I
no
think
timeout
there
call.
was a miscommunication.
Oh, okay.
So the
Got it. So 6 seconds left on the shot clock for Les Jardins.
Raiders should get ready to counterattack here.
And it looks like that's what they're doing. Good look there by Les Jardins before the shot clock went off. And, a little bit of a contested ball thrown there, but Bulldogs ball, who are also looking to counterattack here. This is number 6 with a great shot, but a great block there by Katie Weeking as well. That was number 6, Sienna Settle on the shot. Also a senior for the Bulldogs. And new shot clock, so 20 seconds left on the shot clock, and an ejection and a quick goal as well. I didn't even see who shot the goal, but
I think that was an ejection on number 5, Erin Imai, and then I wasn't able to catch who scored that.
Got it. Well, that was a quick a quick 6-on-5 possession there by the Bulldogs, and they've evened up the score to 2-2. We have a sub here for Iolani number 8, Mike and Andrea, for number 5, Erin Imai. 3:58 left here in the first half. So, Steven, after something like that happens, you know, we want to make sure as a coach, right, that the momentum doesn't swing the other way, right? So what do you tell your players after a possession like that?
The first thing I say is, next goal, right?
And there you go. There's an ejection right there. Ejection on number 10 for the Bulldogs. That's Carly Marie Diaz. And the Raiders will look to capitalize. All right, 16 seconds left on the shot clock. As we mentioned earlier, exclusions are for 20 seconds, and so they'll be even here in 2 seconds. And a nice open look there on post, but good block there by the Les Jardins goalie, Guinevere Melish. All right, Bulldogs here on the counter attack. And a nice steal there by number 4, Capri Matheson. She's a junior on this Iolani team. So Katie Weeking, one of our 3 seniors, will start with the ball here on this next possession. 2:33 left in the first half. And there's your double post look again. Good shot, good look there by number 10, Anais Ortega. And a good block there by the goalie as well. All right, into set. And again, there's that drop for Iolani, and a great steal there by number 3, Kaya Pistana, another junior here on this team. Ball down to number 2, Leah Hunsaker, a freshman. And into center, Maya Camp, again a senior on this team. 3 seconds on the shot clock. I gotta get it out and ready to go. All right, shot clock expires there. All right, and another steal by the Raiders. So again, we're seeing some great defense here in the second quarter too, yeah, Coach?
Yeah, the Raiders are all on the same page about the drop, and they are crashing the center as soon as the ball goes in.
And I got to appreciate the communication from both sides.
Of course. Great defense played on both ends.
Yeah. And another exclusion drawn at center. And they're going to pass it into Maya, who backhands it. Oh, and so close.
Ooh, she had a little bit more time there. I don't think she had to rush that. I think she got a little excited. But knowing Maya, she's going to have a lot more opportunities to score this game.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. Exclusion there was on number 7, Layla Shergui. And a timeout called by the Bulldogs there with 45.9 seconds left to play in the first half. Yeah, I think, Steven, we've seen some great center play by Maya and just some great efforts there to drive that kick out too, yeah?
Yeah, all the Raiders are playing with a lot of energy. You like to see all the exclusions drawn, and opportunities at power plays are always going to increase your chances to win the ball game by a lot.
Yeah, so Steven, we want to get to know more about you. From my understanding, you were a student athlete both in high school and in college. You want to tell us a little bit about your time playing in college?
Of course, yeah. You know, playing water polo at any level is just an awesome opportunity. It's a blessing to be able to, you know, play the sport that you love. And I had an awesome chance to play in college, and it was such an amazing experience for many of the same reasons why high school water polo is so enjoyable. The teammates, the team bonding, as well as just being able to compete in something that you love doing.
Mm-hmm. And I think a common question that student athletes get is, how do you manage the work-life balance, right? I mean, at a school like Iolani where there's so much homework and, you know, tests and quizzes kind of coming at you a lot, I'm sure you had the same thing when you were in college too, right? How'd you balance that?
Well, you know, when you go to a great institution like Iolani, they prepare you for college and, you know, the intense, you know, rigors of college life. So, you know, I think I was able to handle being a student athlete thanks to, you know, going to high school that prepared me for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So last 40 seconds here in the first half. Bulldogs working it around the perimeter here. And they're looking in. And again, great defense and communication by the Raiders. So this looks like it'll be their last possession of the half. Coach Randy signaling that that'll be the case. Randy Bart, the head coach of the girls program here at Iolani. 12 seconds left here on the clock.
Lot of
All right, and an exclusion here on number 10 for the Bulldogs. And a good look there by Maya Camp. She did what she could with 0.8 seconds left on the clock, right?
She did.
All right, and that's the end of the first half. We have a competitive game here tonight, Steven. Iolani Raiders 2, Les Jardins 2. Any thoughts on the first half?
I think Coach Randy has an excellent game plan, both on the offense and the defense. What I'm really impressed by is the girls being on one page when it comes to defense, especially the whole set defender who knows not to play too physical, put their hands up, avoid the kick out, and let the help come and steal the ball.
Absolutely. Oh, we even have our managers in suits here. I don't know if you can see that on the webcast, but it's great to see the managers embrace that tradition too. This year we have a brand new, I believe the scoreboard is brand new, and we also have this brand new camera that it's robotic. It follows the ball down one side of the pool, the other side of the pool. We're not, I mean, we control it, right? But we're very lucky to have that system here in place. So as we, kind of prepare for the second half, we're going to do our second of the senior spotlights, and we're going to go with number 5, Erin Imai, who I have the pleasure of working with closely because she's a senior prefect, but she's very involved here on campus. So we asked Erin the same questions that we asked Katie earlier. The first question being, what do you love most about playing water polo? And she answered, I like being able to collaborate and succeed together as a team. I love also that my sister played the sport as well, so it's something that we can talk about, bond about, and relate to. I'm able to confide and connect with my sister because we both understand the game. In terms of do you have any, family members who went to Iolani or who played water polo? She mentions, again, her older sister who graduated from the school in 2022. And her involvements here at Iolani, Erin's involvements, she is the costumes, hair, and makeup crew head for Iolani Dramatic Players outside of water polo. And she has also worked at the Spring Musical for the last 3 years. She is a part of the Japanese National Honor Society and actually tutors Japanese. Last year for the Iolani Fair, which is, by the way, next week, please go and check it out on Friday and Saturday. She was a Keiki country chair, and so this year she is an advisor for the junior class chairs. She works at the pool, where she teaches students in kindergarten through 6th grade how to swim. And like I mentioned earlier, she is also a senior prefect who helps with various activities around campus and serves as a student leader and student voice for the administrators and teachers. Her favorite teachers, who she would like to give a shout out to, are Dr. Eddie Lee and Ms. Ashley Murray, and she is also always in the student activities office and wants to give a special shout out to Mrs. Kelly Weaver and Mr. Kendall Tacone, her class advisor. She wants to shout out her parents. Thank you so much to my parents for always supporting me and coming to all of my games. I want to also give a shout out to my team. I literally would not be able to play without you guys. You are all so talented, and I'm going to miss you all so much next year. Next year, she is going to attend Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles, California, with a major in psychology and hopefully a minor in business. She wants to say thank you to the Iolani community, to her parents, friends, coaches, and everyone involved. And thank you so much, Erin, for being an integral part of this girls Varsity 1 water polo team. And we wish you all the best as you conclude your time here at Iolani. All right, so again, we're joined here by the pep band, and we are super excited to have them here again under the direction of Ms. Taylor Ann Katase Brown and Mr. Jeremy Lowy. All right, we're getting started for this third quarter. And after playing a whole half of water polo, players can be a little tired. So, Coach, when you're coaching our boys, any thoughts that you give them as they approach the second half?
I tell them to leave it all in the pool. Leave it all in the pool. And, we're fortunate on the boys' side that we have a lot of players on the team, a lot of boys who are ready to step up. And so I tell them to play as hard as they can, and when they're tired, the next athlete is going in.
Absolutely. All right, so Les Jardins wins the sprint in this second half. That was number 5, Eden. Leah Hunsaker in the top for Iolani, playing some hard press defense over there. And 5 seconds left here on the shot clock for the Bulldogs. They're going to look to work it in, and a good shot there on goal. But Jackie Ferruta in at goal for the Raiders. Alrighty, Jackie's going to work it up the 1-2 side here, and it looks like they're going to try and work it around.
Whoa, lots of contact and holding on the perimeter there.
And a foul there. 10 seconds left on the clock for the Raiders. Mike and Andreev with the ball. 5 seconds here. Let's see what she does. And with the Bulldogs already on counterattack offense, looks like she have to dump the ball. All right, an overpass there by the Bulldogs, who actually almost got the ball back, but Maya, head on a swivel. She's there.
That's great awareness.
All right, 13 seconds left on the clock here for the Raiders. Six seconds on the clock after that foul. And they work it in, and a backhand almost goes in for Leah Hunsaker, one of the two freshmen here on the Raiders team. All right, 10 seconds on the clock here. And a great block there by Jackie Fruta, a junior here on the Raiders team. Now, Jackie's calling for the Raiders to release. Coach Steven, what does that entail, or what does that mean?
Yeah, so, Jackie's trying to get the ball down, and so it's the responsibility of the field players to get themselves open so that they can receive the ball, so that the ball can go down the pool quickly. And so in this case, they weren't able to release quickly, and their shot clock ended very quickly.
All right, Bulldogs ball. Back here with 20 seconds on the shot clock. And a good shot there on goal by number 9 for the Bulldogs. Pohai Kealoha Mayhem. She's a freshman on the Bulldogs team. So that puts Les Jardins up by 1 here, 3-2, with 3:57 here in the third quarter. There's going to be a substitution here for Iolani. This is number 10, Anais Ortega, for number 2, Leah Hunsaker. Capri here starting with the ball at point. They're going to work the ball down the 4-5 side, and number 9, Maya Camp, doing a great job there, drawing the exclusion. And they're going to give it right back to her. And a good-looking shot there by Kaya Pisana, but goalie number 1, Guinevere Melish, there for the Bulldogs to save it. Coach Steven, what did you like when Maya drew the kick out there?
The moment she got the ball, she was looking to attack. It looked like she had an agenda. She knew exactly what she was going to do with the ball before it came to her, and that gave her the first step on her defender, and she was able to draw that exclusion.
Awesome. So Jackie Fruta working the ball down to number 9, Maya Camp again. But an offensive foul called there on the turn. Bulldogs ball, 2:43 left in the third quarter. $10 on the shot clock. And some great defense there by number 3, Kaya Pistana in center. Offensive foul called. And the Bulldogs looking to capitalize on counterattack offense here. And a nice pass there. That was assist by number 6, Sienna Settle, And goal by number 4, Nora Dodson there for the Bulldogs to put Les Jardins up 4-2, 1:52 left in the third period.
Hey, we're being held in the front court on the counter. You gotta call that. She can't swim through because she's being held. You're taking away.
Coach Randy having some words here with the referee, advocating for his players. Coach Randy doing a great job of leading this program in the same way that Coach Steven does for the boys program as well. All right, 12 seconds on the clock here, and Raiders still trying to move with the ball. And a shot there by Capri goes a little bit wide. She smiled after that one. Accurate pass there by the Bulldogs, and they're going to work it back to the center, but an offensive foul is going to be called there. Steven, seeing all the splashing that goes on, how do you even begin to call a game as a referee for water polo?
Being a referee is the most thankless job in any sport. You know, you're always gonna have people saying you're calling it wrong, and so, you know, especially at this point of the game, it gets really hard to call.
And a great drive there by Capri Matheson to actually draw a penalty shot there, 5-meter penalty shot. Steven, can you take us through the rules on how penalty shots are both drawn and taken in water polo?
Yes. So for a penalty shot to be called, you know, an offensive player needs to be in a very likely goal-scoring scenario, and usually the defender is on their back. So the offensive player has what we call inside water, and the defender prevents them from shooting the ball.
Gotcha. Thank you. Taking the shot here, number 9, Maya Saul Camp, our senior, one of our 3 seniors. Now the shot does need to be taken in one fluid motion, and I'm sure that Coach Randy has talked to his players about that multiple times, so we'll see what happens. And a great shot there by Maya. And celebrated there by both fans and the pep band. You can't see it on the live stream, but we're joined by about 200 fans here. Maya Camp, one of our 3 seniors, there to make the score. Les Jardins 4, Iolani 3. I like that look, Steven. It was the upper right corner.
Great placement. It's going to be really hard for any goalie to get that.
And an offensive foul already being called there. And Capri takes advantage of the goalie being out of the goal with that half-court shot, and the fans are loving it. That was Capri Matheson on the goal to even it up 4-4. And just like that, within the span of maybe 10 seconds, Iolani has evened it. Gotta love the resilience of this Iolani team, huh?
Of course, it's a long game. There's a lot of water polo left, and credit to the girls for not giving up.
And that was great awareness there by Capri to see that the Les Jardins goalie was out of goal. So we have 20 seconds on the shot clock here, 23 on the game clock for Les Jardins. And a good look there by number 7 for Les Jardins, Leila Shagui, but just a little bit wide. So Jackie Fruits is going to come out of goal with 5 seconds left on the clock, and Capri has the ball at half again. Work it down to Erin Imai, who will take a shot on goal, but goalie there to save it. So good look there by Erin to finish out the third quarter. Score, Raiders 4, Les Jardins 4. Exciting game, and the pep band is feeling it, and the fans love the pep band. We're going to go with our last senior spotlight here, and this is for Maya Camp. number 9. We asked Maya, what do you love most about playing water polo? And she says the deep connections and friendships that she's made throughout the years. To me, water polo is more than just a sport. It's become a second family. I started playing in 7th grade, and since then it's been a huge part of my life. The lessons I've learned about teamwork, discipline, and perseverance have shaped me as both an athlete and as a person. Outside of water polo, I enjoy paddling and kayaking, and there's something about being on the water and feeling connected to nature that's incredibly calming, yet physically challenging. She wants to give a shout out to her younger brother, Mateo Camp, who is actually a manager for this girls varsity team and is also a sophomore here at Iolani who plays water polo as well. It's really cool to have him on this journey with me, and I can pass down some of the things I've learned over the years, both in and out of the pool. We've both been fortunate to have the support of our family. It's been great to share that experience of being a part of such a close-knit team here at Iolani. I want to give a huge shout out to my teammates, coaches, family, and friends for all of the endless support and encouragement that you've given me throughout all of our intense training sessions, tough games, and even outside of the pool. You push me to be my best, not just as an athlete, but as a person. Congratulations to Maya Camp on all of your achievements here from kindergarten all the way through your senior year, and we are so excited to see what these last 2 months here at Iolani have in store for you. All right, Coach Steven, 4th quarter, tied 4-4. Any words of advice for these girls as they go to the last quarter?
You know, as a senior, you cannot ask for a better moment. This is why we play sports, and this is why we love the game. We got 7 minutes of riveting water polo. It's essentially 0-0 right here. It's a fresh slate, and I'm excited to see who comes out on top.
Thanks, Coach. That's number 5 for Jardin winning the sprint there. And yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. And it's clear, right, with plays like that by Capri, that the underclassmen have come ready to play and ready to help their seniors hopefully win tonight. You got to love that camaraderie, right, that the underclassmen have for their seniors, and just the fact that they want to push themselves to be their best and, you know, to be their best for the team, yeah?
Of course. There's nothing more you want as an underclassman to help those seniors get a W on their special night.
And a pass inside to set there. Gets taken away by the Bulldogs. So they'll be counterattacking here. And a little bit of a wayward pass there by the goalie for Jardin. So Iolani looking to take advantage here. 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Nice pass into center there. And a good layout there. Hits the crossbar. That was number 3, Kaya Pestana, on that shot. And a quick offensive foul there called on the Bulldogs. So Katie Weeking will take it out from goal. I don't know if you could hear that. She said, "Okie dokie artichoke," and that's right. Erin Imai, one of our 3 seniors here at the ball. And shot goes just a little bit over goal. 5:07 left in this 4th quarter. Coach Randy communicating to his players here on defense. Coach Steven, you know, it's really great to see the communication from both the coach on the and the bench, right? It's hard, right? Because as a player, you can't really see much when you're in the pool, right? But a 5-meter penalty shot here called on the Raiders, and so number 4 drawing that 5-meter penalty shot. That was Nora Dodson. And Nora Dodson taking advantage of the penalty shot. Katie Weeking doing a good job there in goal to try and block that, but it's hard.
Plenty of time left in the game.
I agree.
No need to panic.
Yep. 4:44 is a lot of time in water polo. And Capri Matheson on that shot. Goalie there to save it. And a great steal there by number 2, Leah Hunsaker. One of our 2 freshmen on the team. Erin Imai working hard to get the ball there. He's going to pass it back to number 3, Kaya Pestana, and who looks in. And some good defense there by the Bulldogs. But that was a good look there, Coach.
That was a great look.
Oh, great block there by one of our 3 seniors, Katie Weeking in goal. Shot clock resets there. 3:19 left in the 4th quarter. And Leah Hunsaker again on defense. All right, she gets the ball live, and Capri Matheson is going to take it up. And it looks like Erin Imai is going to take the ball in and draw a foul there. Right. That call was a ball under. In water polo, when the ball is completely submerged underwater, that is a turnover.
I think there was a little bit of confusion there. The refs, I don't know if you can see it on your end, the refs were calling different calls pointing in different directions. I think we were hearing a little bit of frustration from Coach Randy there.
Yeah. Oh, and a nice skip shot there. Number 7 for Les Jardins.
That is a great shot. That is not an easy shot to make as a righty on the 4-5 side. Takes a lot of skill to get that shot around the shot blocker and the goalie. Still plenty of time.
Yeah, I am with you on that, Coach. Plenty of time here. 2:19 left in the quarter. And as we saw earlier from the Raiders, that's a lot of time.
Definitely. I think the Raiders have all 3 timeouts left, so they have plenty of opportunities, like right now.
All right.
And it looks like we might get a timeout.
And there it is. Exclusion was on number 4, Nora Dodson, for the Bulldogs. And looks like Coach Randy here is going to take a 30-second timeout to set up his offense. And I'm not sure the pep band knows that it's a 30-second timeout, but that's okay. Oh, now they figured it out. All right. So looks like the Raiders back in their 4-2 offense. What are you looking for on this possession by the Raiders?
You know, I tell my athletes not to be afraid to score. Everyone here has to look to score. You cannot hope one of your teammates is going to make the play. Everyone has to look to make the play themselves.
Absolutely, I'm with you on that. And some good defense there by the Raiders to address that counterattack by the Bulldogs. 1:24 left on the clock, and Leah Hunsaker is going to take it in and draw a 5-meter penalty shot. So taking this penalty shot, Coach Randy signals for number 9, Maya Camp, who earlier in the game made a penalty shot. And a substitution here on the Bulldogs side, but all eyes are on Maya Camp. A good idea by Maya to try and skip it in that low right corner. Jardin will call a timeout. So 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Steven, words of encouragement for our Raiders as they enter this final minute.
Well, I saw the girls just score 2 goals in a matter of 10 seconds, so I think, there's plenty of time left. I think, if I'm Coach Randy, I'm telling the girls to run a hard press, try to force some turnovers and some steals. They're going to have to go away from that drop and go into a hard press in order to get the ball back. Because right now, with the time that is left, they're going to need every possession they can get.
Yeah, absolutely. And Coach Randy looks like he's drawing up a play or two here as well for when they go back on offense. Because we have a 30-second shot clock here in water polo, the Raiders are guaranteed a possession. So
yes, so what I imagine is if the Raiders get a stop, we will get an immediate timeout from the Raiders side, just so that they can stop the ball and advance it to the attacking side to save as much time as possible. And I believe they have 3 full timeouts left. So if they can play good defense, they'll at least have enough opportunities on offense to tie the game.
Absolutely. Again, shout out to the pep band under the direction of Ms. Taylor Ann Katase Brown and Mr. Jeremy Lowy. I also see their band moms, as they're affectionately called, Ms. Erin Nagoshi and Ms. Jessie Sailors here too. So thank you so much to the pep band for being out here tonight. It's a late night. All right, Bulldogs will work it on the 4-5 side. And there's that hard press that you were talking about, Coach. Oh, and a great block there by Katie Weeking, but number 5 for Jardin there to finish. Jardin goes up 7-4 with 50 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. Fans are still up on their feet, though. So we're excited to see our seniors finish out their senior night here tonight. Bulldogs with 18 seconds left on the shot clock, playing a little bit of keep away here as they finish out the game. Again, I just want to congratulate not only the seniors tonight, but also the whole Varsity 1 team on both ends, right, for a well-played ILH season for both teams. Jardin has earned the 3rd seed in the ILH standings and Iolani the 5th seed in the ILH standings. And, they played a competitive game here tonight. So congratulations to both teams on a well-played game. Your final score here, the Jardin Bulldogs 7, Iolani Raiders 4. Please stay tuned. We're still going to keep this webcast going for the senior night festivities. So don't turn it off just yet. As the pep band plays, some folks say. We do want to celebrate, again, our 3 seniors here tonight for the Iolani Raiders. Number 5, Erin Imai. Number 9, Maya Camp. And number 1A, Katie Weeking, we do want to congratulate them on a wonderful, wonderful senior season. And they're passing in front of us right now, and we're super proud of this whole team in the way that they've, played together as a team this whole season. We also want to give a special thanks to Zach in the control room, who's helping us out with our sound and camera, as well as our AV team, Dane Kurihara and Jacob Gabriel, who helped to set up tonight's Iolani Live webcast. And finally to Mr. John Tamanaha, who is usually on the commentary, but is off doing some parental duties tonight for his daughter. So special thanks to all of them for helping to get this webcast together. And, we couldn't have done this without them, so thank you very much. All right, so Coach Steven, like we mentioned earlier, you helped to coach our boys through their senior night. And I see one of the seniors over there, Nigel, standing, supporting this team. And in your words, what were the feelings that you had for our seniors as they got to take their senior shots?
Ooh, that's a great question. I think when I look at the seniors, I really like to see how full circle it comes.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
when you see these athletes that you've helped develop and grow, I'd say gratitude is the first thing that comes to mind. And I think it's no different for these girls here today. Just watching them mature as athletes and as students, it's been wonderful to see. And, I think it'll be a really special night for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I think gratitude is a great way to sum up, our time here. I mean, like I said, getting to work with them in a school setting, getting to see the ways that Katie, Erin, and Maya all serve this community, and all the ways that they've gotten involved over their years here at Iolani. I'm so proud of them and so grateful for their service to this school and to this girls water polo program. Like I said, please stay tuned. We're gonna get off with the and start the senior festivities soon. We are super excited to get that underway. Yeah, senior night is a great tradition here at Iolani. We've already seen it this spring season with a multitude of sports: softball, baseball, the boys volleyball team, and so I'm so glad that we get to be here with you for the girls water polo senior night. As we get into that, Stephen, we talk a lot here at Iolani about one team, and you kind of mentioned it earlier. And the last question that I want to talk about for the girls senior spotlights is for what one team means to them. As a coach, what does one team mean to you?
That is a fantastic question, and I think for me it's changed and evolved over every season. And so, right now, one team to me, it means community, and I think it's really awesome to see each of these girls really be a part of the one team. I think it's awesome that each of them is so involved in giving back to their community. I think that's what stuck out to me the most about their spotlights is all of them are involved in helping out the younger kids below them. Yeah. And I think that's really a testament to that one team philosophy here at Iolani.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not just for the seniors who help out the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors on the varsity team. It's also the way that they serve the intermediate teams as well, yeah?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And the communities outside of water polo as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And, again, as a coach, you get to see it. I get to see it, too, where, for these seniors, it's so cool to see them, talking with the 7th and 8th graders on the intermediate team and, kind of serving them both in leadership roles and teaching them, right, in terms of both water polo skills and in terms of life skills, right? We mentioned earlier all of the soft skills that you learn from playing in water polo, and having played in it myself, I think you learn a lot not only about resilience but also about how to be a great communicator, how to be a team player. How about for you, Coach?
Oh yeah, all those things. For me, I think in addition, it's taught me to be selfless. It's taught me to be. I'm at a loss for words. I've done a lot of talking. I think I'm at a loss for words, but it does mean a lot, and it's impacted me. It's impacted me greatly.
Well, I'm glad, because it sounds like Coach Randy, might be almost ready to go on the mic.
Perfect timing.
And there he goes.
Whenever you're ready, if you can make your way back on this side, we'll get started with the senior night festivities.
All right, again, we're here to honor 3 seniors here tonight.
Jackie, while you're over there, can you...
One of whom is not Jackie.
Please, just leave it on the side somewhere.
But number 5, Aaron Imai. Number 9, Maya Camp. Number 1A, Katie Weeking. Special thanks to our athletic office as well, who helps to put all of these together. Kenny Chu, always a pleasure to work with on these water polo games and on many different games. And yeah, we're very, very thankful to our athletic directors and athletic office for helping to put all of these special moments together for our players, for our student athletes.
Let's go, ladies. It's a school night. Coach wants to surf in the morning.
Again, though, it goes back to that camaraderie and one team spirit. Nobody wants to come over here. They're all busy laying each other and celebrating each other's accomplishments.
Time for the lay giving and picture taking later.
Really goes to show you it takes a community to raise these students.
We're gonna start the night off with a video featuring our 3 seniors, Katie, Maya, and Aaron.
Oh, and I'm so glad on the live stream we can see it too.
She can turn towards the big screen.
Again, special shout out to Zach in the control room for that wonderful camera work. Hey, if we can get the seniors over here, please.
Aaron, Katie, Maya. All right, we're going to introduce our seniors. Our first senior, number 1A, is Katie.
Okay, bear with me. I wrote this down so I wouldn't cry. Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Katie and I've been playing water polo for 5 years now. My time here in the girls' water polo program has been such a fun experience for me, and I will forever be grateful for the memories I have made. Mom, I will never be able to describe how thankful I am for your support throughout the years. Ooh. Oh, okay, sorry. Thank you for allowing me to play this sport even through the 2 concussions. Fam, thank you for showing up and showing out this year and taking the time out of your busy lives to come and support me. Thank you all so much. Coach Horano, thank you for believing in me even when I didn't believe in myself. You restored my love for this sport and gave me the confidence and opportunity to rise to my highest potential. Coach Sheila, thank you for being the OG and the best goalie coach. You taught me everything I know about water polo, from egg beating to trying to scare the shooter so they miss. Thank you for always believing in me and making me the player I am today. Coach Randy, thank you for allowing me to try out for water polo when I was a little 8th grader with no knowledge whatsoever of what water polo was. You have been a great coach throughout the years. My D1dranas and FBs, I am so proud of all that you have become. Your strength, resilience, and outright talent has astonished me every day, and I'm so unbelievably excited to see what you guys and the program accomplish in the years to come. You all have brought me so much joy coming to the pool every day, and I will miss your beautiful personalities the most. You all should be so, so, so proud of yourselves, and I have been blessed to be a part of this team and this program for the past 5 years. I love you all so much. Thank you.
So well said there by number 1A, Katie Weeking. So as Katie prepares to take her shot.
All right, we're going to have Jackie, the other goalie, shooting on Katie,
Oh.
her final senior block.
All right.
You want me to give you a whistle? 8-3.
All right. Number 1A, Katie Weeking. Congratulations, Katie.
All right,
On an
congratulations.
awesome senior season.
Maya. You know,
Hi everyone, my name is Maya and I have been playing water polo since the 7th grade. And water polo has become more than just a sport to me, but a second family. I want to give a big shout out to my teammate, coaches, family, and friends. Your support has meant everything. I'm so lucky to be surrounded by people who push me to be my best every day. And water polo has given me more than I could ever put in words. I'm incredibly thankful for everything it's brought into my life. FBs for life.
So well said there. Number 9, Maya Camp.
Jackie, come back. Come on, goalie.
Ready? Tweet.
All right. Number 9, Maya Camp. Congratulations on a great senior season, and best of luck to you
And last
as
but
you
not
finish up
least
these
is
last 2
Aaron.
months.
Hi, my name is Erin, and I know my mom is gonna kill me for saying this, but I fear I did not prepare anything because I thought like I was just gonna say whatever's on this thing. But I've been playing water polo ever since I was in 7th grade, and I just want to give out a few shout outs. First, I want to thank my family because you guys have supported me through everything, and I couldn't have done it without you. You guys are my biggest cheerleaders, and you guys come to every single game. And I really just like want to thank you guys so much because my sister's here right now, and like I'm really like I did cry, but it was really great. So thank you so much. And then I just want to thank, I also want to thank my teammates. Like, you guys are the absolute best. You guys are amazing. I really couldn't play this sport without you guys, so I love you guys so much. And then I just want to thank my friends because you guys high-key come to watch a lot of my games, and I love seeing you guys in the crowd, and especially last week's game when you guys didn't know why I wasn't playing anymore. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Well spoken there by number 5, Aaron Imai. You can't see it on the webcast, but her friends were jumping up and down throughout that whole speech.
We have a special guest goalie, her sister Karis, who graduated 3 years ago, I think. And she was brought back for this special moment. One more. Does it one more? It's okay to score on your sister. Ready? Tweet.
All right. Congratulations there to number 5, Erin Imai, joined by her sister, class of 22. And congratulations again to all 3 of our seniors, number 1A, Katie Weeking, number 9, Maya Camp, and number 5, Erin Imai.
Okay, they will be making their way to the banners if you want to take pictures or present them with ladies.
Alrighty, Raider fans, this concludes our webcast for tonight. Again, special thanks to Zach in the control room, our AV team, including Dane Kurihara and Jacob Gabriel for getting this all set up, our athletic office and athletic directors for putting this on for all of our seniors and our girls varsity water polo players. Special thanks to our special guest, Coach Stephen Cho, head coach of the boys water polo team, and congratulations to our Iolani Raiders girls varsity team on an excellent season and an awesome senior night. On behalf of Coach Stephen Cho and myself, Nathan Hugh, thank you for joining us. Have a great evening and aloha.